If an omen is to be found in the eclipses of 2017 and 2024, your attention is drawn to the names of the region. Eclipses attract the attention of many backgrounds, either for the sake of science or to seek another insight that is just as striking and moving. The omen is marked out like a cross, like the letter X. In the Egyptian context is seen as power. The X is seen as a staff, scepter, or hook over the flail to form an X. The flail, or whip, is to beat animals or people in submission, and the scepter is one who rules, or sometimes a shepherd's hook to bring in an animal by the neck if it strays. Darkness comes over the state of Illinois, crisscrossing paths of total solar eclipses. The paths where they bisect mark an X, as if on the heart of a man. The old Indian hunting tribes called this state Il-I-Nai, or Iliniwek, the word meaning man. One of the primal foundations of the North American Indian is that words have particular potency. Words and names are sacred and understood as the breath of a person's life. The spoken name is the source of breath, the lungs, the heart, and is the being's spiritual center. And the name Illinois is the French form of the word Illiniwek. The more one looks into this region of Illinois, and you'll uncover some parallels to the Bible story of Exodus. The Egyptians have a high reverence for the names of past kings. The names of kings plastered across a hallway in the Seti temple at Abydos in Egypt. Darkness continues as four Frenchmen in 1673 and their Indian guides row down the mighty Mississippi River and stumble upon two opposite piazza pictographs on a bluff. So terrifying was their look that the Indian guides would not dare look at it. This hideous creature named the piazza bird because it devours men. The caves are near the city of Alton, Illinois. Today it is a place of falling rocks and sinkholes, so beware where you tread around the dwelling of the piazza. The French Jesuit missionary Jacques Marquette gives his vivid description of this frightful monster. So artistic and skillful are its details, worthy of hanging in any French art gallery. What fears may lay ahead after passing the piazza as you wind down the river into Jackson County, southern Illinois? The region of Illinois is known as Egypt or Little Egypt. Cairo, the modern-day capital of Egypt, is also named after a town in southern Illinois. Although now a ghost town of sorts, the town is pronounced Cairo. The omen which is dark time spanning 7 years and possibly longer, the town names are quite descriptive and telling. The village Makanda, Star of Egypt, Pomona, and the lake that divides the two towns is called Cedar Lake. It is noteworthy that the word cedar in the Hebrew and Greek language has a root meaning to be firm, or be firm on the omens, stressing the names in the region of Little Egypt. Cedar is also an expensive wood prized by wealthy Egyptians to be buried in a cedar sarcophagus and body organs in a canopic chest. Regarding the names where the shadows meet would suggest one's firm attention to the names. Makanda is also a town in the Congo, not far to the south of Kinshasa. From the Congo up to Benin, Africa's west coast is the practice of witchcraft, secret societies, fetishism in magic, and spells of voodoo rituals. One such voodoo ritual has pilgrims bathe in mud, emerging from the mud in an agony of grief. There is the very small town of Pomona. Pomona is a name in origin attending to a grove of trees and is detailed in part 2 of the OMEN. The village Makanda, Jackson County, has the Vulture Fest in October each year. These buzzards abound in this part of the Shawnee National Park. 200 to 500 vultures would fly around the valley to feast on roadkill. The Makanda Vulture Fest celebrates the migration of black turkey vultures to the region. Not far away to the west is a place of migrating snakes through the Shawnee National Forest. Both the snake and the vulture are abundantly common in ancient Egyptian folklore. Astronomically, they are serpent star constellations like Draco, Hydra, and Hydrus, along with other creatures of the wilderness in arid places like the scorpion. Striped bark scorpions are found in the Midwestern United States. The region continues the theme of ancient Egypt's homage to the vulture and the asp, the mistress of the underworld and abode of Horus. The Venus of the Egyptians was called by that people Hathor, Hathor, or Athar, and her name implied the abode of Horus. The worship of Hathor was allied with several deities, including Horus of Edfon. The principal edifice constructed in her honor was at Dendera under the Ptolemies. Hathor from Isis, of whom she must be considered a higher manifestation, both equally appearing as females wearing a sun disk. Her head was overshadowed by a vulture supporting the disc and horns. Hathor has also the form of an asp, which, like the vulture, wears the headdress of Osiris. The asp is frequently winged. Osiris was the god of death. A pharaoh in life is seen as the personification of Horus, but in death he became Osiris. So, we come to a region of snakes and vultures, commonly reflect in language all that is dark, evil, and sly. Even Jesus says to an obstinate and stiff-necked people, "You brood of vipers, how can you, who are evil, say anything good? For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." And where does the cross intersect by those eclipses? Across the heart of a man.